the indestructible Marine who joined World War II when he was just 14 and won the Medal of Honor when he was only 17. Jacqueline Lucas was born on February 14, 1928, in Plymouth, North Carolina. He went by Jack. After the Japanese bombed Pearl Harbor, he was desperate to serve his country. While other 14-year-olds were contributing to the war effort by air raid drills and scrap drives, Lucas decided to forge his mother's signature on enlistment papers. Despite only being 14, Lucas successfully passed as 17 due to his height and large frame. After boot camp, he became a heavy machine gun crewman stationed in Pearl Harbor. The military uncovered the truth about his age while he was stationed in Pearl Harbor in 1943, when censors read a letter that he wrote to his 15-year-old girlfriend. He was given the choice of going home or working as a truck driver. He chose the truck driver option and spent nearly 2 years driving trucks in Hawaii. Lucas was worried about the war passing him by without being able to actually fight. He snuck onto the USS Duel headed for Iwo Jima, Japan. While on board, he turned himself in and volunteered to fight in order to not be listed as a deserter. He was adopted into the 1st Battalion, 26th Marines, 5th Marine Division as a rifleman. Jack celebrated his 17th birthday on the trip to Iwo Jima. On the afternoon of February 19th, Lucas landed on the Japanese-held island. They advanced up the beach through ravines and trenches. While Lucas and 3 fellow Marines navigated through a ravine, 11 Japanese soldiers appeared and fired at them. His rifle jammed as they returned fire, and as Lucas went to unjam it, he noticed 2 Japanese grenades land by them. He immediately yelled, "Grenade!" and pushed a fellow Marine out of the way. Lucas then threw himself on one grenade and pulled the other grenade underneath his body, pushing them as deep into the volcanic soil as he could. Moments later, one grenade exploded while the other malfunctioned. Lucas took the brunt of the explosion. His sacrifice saved the lives of the other Marines. The explosion threw him into the air, and he landed on his back. Thinking he was dead, the other Marines left the ravine to continue the fight. Meanwhile, Lucas, who did not lose consciousness, was not able to make a sound and struggled to breathe. A Marine who passed by saw him and called for a Navy corpsman. The corpsman who came to his aid not only treated his wounds, but also shot and killed another enemy soldier preparing to throw a grenade at them. They waited until nightfall to take him out by stretcher to the USS Samaritan hospital ship. He had a long road to recovery, needing to undergo 26 operations over the course of a few months to remove some of the 250 pieces of shrapnel in his torso, arm, and face. Lucas underwent extended physical therapy to regain the use of his arm. Nearly 8 months after his heroic act, President Harry Truman presented Lucas with the Congressional Medal of Honor on October 5, 1945. He was one of 27 servicemen to earn the Medal of Honor during the Battle of Iwo Jima. After the war, Lucas went on to study business at High Point University and traveled speaking to troops and veterans. Lucas survived several other traumatic events in his life. He joined the Army in 1961 and trained as a paratrooper because he wanted to overcome his fear of heights. On one training jump, both of his parachutes malfunctioned, sending him plummeting to Earth. Incredibly, he survived the fall. Lucas said he survived due to a last-minute roll in his stocky build. He also escaped a fire that destroyed his home and an attempt by his then-wife to have him murdered. Because of his uncanny ability to survive, Lucas titled his autobiography Indestructible. Jack Lucas passed away due to cancer on June 5, 2008 in Hattiesburg, Mississippi at the age of 80. He was the youngest Medal of Honor recipient since the Civil War. In 2016, it was announced that a Flight 3 Arleigh Burke-class destroyer would be named the USS Jack H. Lucas to honor his memory. Subscribe for more.